Breaking news: 104 people have died from COVID-19. 2,626 confirmed cases. Schools to shut on Friday 20th of March 2020 until further notice, says Boris Johnson. BBC News have reported Johnson. Exams not to take place in May and June. Johnson. Children should not be left with older people. Coronavirus. UK schools to close, may be stressing to parents. Children are the least at risk. Emergency services must be kept running. Schools could be shut for 6 months, says UK government. A very distressing circumstance for British citizens. Exams in May and June cancelled, Boris Johnson said. Johnson. They will try to keep the exams of GCSEs for sixth form results achieving and the career continue to develop. Johnson. We will make sure student progress is not impeded. Breaking news: UK Prime Minister. Students will get qualifications. SOS alert: COVID-19. They need. There is legislation on travel where necessary. We need to follow government advice and focus on this serious pandemic. It is a really clear instruction to do this. Info here. gov.uk. Private schools and nurseries asked to close as well. Government-funded schools instructed by UK government to close from Friday evening 20th of March 2020. SOS alert: COVID-19. Schools to shut from Friday evening the 20th of March 2020 until further notice. Government to inspect hygiene in all public places. Millions of children could be stuck at home for months, says BBC News. Except children of key workers and the vulnerable. This will not be easy for young people and parents. Mental well-being or important education work and online work could be sent home, says some school heads. The more self-isolating the better. Self-isolation could soon become a mandatory legal requirement. Where did the virus start? There are loads of theories. Chinese eating bats doesn't help. One person who didn't isolate spreaded it. If you experience serious signs, call 999 for an ambulance, or if you're unsure, use the online NHS What to Do service. Popular programs possibly cancelled by BBC services currently. EastEnders care homes could be spreading COVID-19. Some have even been closed or deep cleaned. COVID-19 protection tips. 1. Wash your hands for 20+ seconds properly. 2. Self-isolate if symptoms do occur: sore throat, nausea, breathing difficulty, headache, extension. 3. Avoid going out as much. 4. Deep clean your house. Milton Keynes patient dies in Milton Keynes University Hospital NHS. Victim: Craig, in 40s, youngest victim to die in UK. Milton Keynes. Older people should not look after children. Self-isolation lasts 14 days plus. Smokers, OPS, children under 5, diabetics, asthmatics. At risk for coronavirus strain, COVID-19, Milton Keynes. Age UK charity shops closed. 9+ stores. Loads of businesses closed. Cinemas, stores, charities. Milton Keynes's libraries. Holiday parks, centre parks. Behavior changing due to coronavirus outbreak. Pandemic. Violence and fights in streets. Verbal abuse and general anxiety increase. Toilet rolls passed to and hand wash and antibacterial gel being bought in excess amounts because of obsessive behavior with COVID-19, leaving none for any other customers. Aldi. Milton Keynes MK13 have a maximum of 4 products policy, which is helping control obsessive purchase. 98.1% of weddings are being cancelled due to COVID-19 outbreak. If you have COVID-19, do not take ibuprofen, it worsens symptoms. People over 70 years old are highly at risk. Schools that must shut from Friday the 20th of March 2020. Leaves parents' jaw dropped. NHS currently testing new potential cures for the COVID-19 coronavirus strain we are currently relying on. UK government and England's National Health Service, NHS, to stop these deaths before it becomes out of control. At least find a jab. Flu jab proven not to work for COVID-19 as it is a completely different strain of coronavirus. Non-essential travel. Coronavirus started in China. It started by 2 Chinese people in a hotel together. If you are taking medication, you must take it because you are at risk if you don't use. They didn't isolate. Estimated time off school is 18 months. Incredibly stressful for students and parents. It is inconvenient for students and parents, but the UK has no other choice. UK government has announced UK measles and coronavirus is potentially fatal. Young people are going to struggle with this extremely distressing incident. This incident could lead to protests. You should wash your hands all the time, it's so important. Unnecessary friends meeting up or lots of people together is strongly advised against. International 475 plus deaths alone reported in Italy in one day. Schools in a worst-case scenario could be shut for 18 plus months. UK's government and the NHS need to tackle this fast. Woman assaulted when she asked a man with a trolley full of pasta for one packet. She was sworn at, shoved, and accused of having coronavirus. New legislation could soon make self-isolation policy a new law, and have huge fines for breaching it. New advert from Chief NHS Medical Officer, UK Government. MK Local News.